entertainment that is literally out of this world. The first thing we have is a show called Jedi Trials of the Temple. And that's an opportunity for young Padawans to learn how to use the Force and potentially become Jedi Knights. Now, if you'd told me as a little boy that I could go and do that, I would have been merciless. Please take me to do that. Please take me to do that. But what's so really cool about that is you get to see these little kids that absolutely believe in that moment. They believe that they're facing their fears, and those fears are manifested in some of the greatest villains in film history. They get to face Darth Vader. They get to face Kylo Ren. And they also learn some really cool, valuable lessons that they can take with them. And it's just so cool to see these kids absolutely believe that they are igniting a lightsaber and facing their fears. We've also got a show that is in the center of our park called Star Wars: A Galaxy Far, Far Away. And what that is an opportunity to kind of, if you don't know anything about Star Wars, which I would say, where have you been? But if you don't know anything about Star Wars, this gives you that opportunity to, first off, see some of those great moments from the entire saga, all 7 films. And the content, I worked exclusively with ILM and Lucasfilm to put that content together. And in between that content, we've got character appearances where you can see C-3PO and R2-D2. You can see Chewbacca. You can see Darth Vader. You can see Darth Maul. They all arrive and they have these great kind of stage moments, which is really cool, along with pyrotechnics and special effects. Then throughout the day, you never know, Captain Phasma from Episode 7, The Force Awakens, who was played by Gwendolyn Christie from Game of Thrones, the tallest female stormtrooper in the galaxy. She appears throughout the day with 14 of her First Order stormtroopers looking for Resistance sympathizers. It's something that, if you experience it, it really is amazing. Then we have our Star Wars launch bay, which you actually, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but after breakfast you actually get to go to launch bay and experience it. But launch bay is our opportunity to see a little bit of behind the scenes. There's some custom video that talks about the importance of the brand with filmmakers like J.J. Abrams, George Lucas, Kathleen Kennedy, but then also you get to see some props and costumes from the film. There's merchandise, which, like, if you're anything like me, you have so much Star Wars merchandise that, you know, I don't know where to put it anymore. But I'll find a place. On top of that, you also have these great experiences where you get to step into story. And what I mean by that is it's an immersive environment where you step into a hidden rebel base and get to meet one of the best, most beloved Star Wars heroes, Chewbacca the Wookiee, who will give you a big, hairy, lovable hug if you so desire. Or on the other side, you can step onto the bridge of a Star Destroyer and experience what it's like to come face to mask with Kylo Ren. It's really cool. Then we also, in our evening hours, we have something called Symphony in the Stars, which is a fireworks show based on all that great John Williams music. And I just found out, in case you guys don't know, tonight we have made that available to you. After, I believe, your last experience, there are charter buses that will bring you back over to the studio and you get to experience that fireworks show. I'm very proud of it. But if you like those, know that in this summer, we have a new show called Star Wars: A Galactic Spectacular. So that's going to take fireworks to the next level. Right now, it's an 8-minute show, and we're very proud of it. We're taking that and then firing more pyrotechnics, some of the biggest pyro that we've ever fired in the 27-year history of Disney's Hollywood Studios. But on top of that, we actually have been working with ILM and some of our other vendors to create projection mapping. Now, if you don't know what projection mapping is, think about the Chinese theater, and we're going to present on the Chinese theater and corresponding buildings amazing imagery from the Star Wars world. So you will actually see scenes, you will see custom animation that we're building for this show on those buildings. We'll also have lasers, we'll have practical pyrotechnics, we'll have, I didn't even know this existed, but I was just told it's now no longer 7.1, it's now 8.2 surround sound. By the time we open the show, it'll probably be 10.4. But what that means is you actually will hear the iconic sounds. You'll hear the TIE fighters fly around the space. You'll hear blaster fire. You'll hear Star Destroyers. That's coming in summer of 2016. So that's why I look a little tired, because I've been doing that. But other than that, you know, it's a great time to be a Star Wars fan. And if you're a Star Wars fan, or you have husbands or wives that are Star Wars fans, or anyone in the family, Disney's Hollywood Studios is the place to be.